All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rival StarCraft 2 League. I am Tempo, joined by Raze from the Team Ascension Pro. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. How are you doing?
Pretty good too. A bit tired, but the passion runs within me, so you can't stop that. But we got ourselves some pretty nice matches today here in the Rival StarCraft League. It is going to be one match from the quarterfinals, which will be a ZVZ between Panda Bear Me and Namshar. And then the winner of that will play against Tefl. And on the other side of things, we have another mirror match, a TVT between Beastie Cutie and Semper. And whoever wins that will be in the grand finals. So,
Yeah, so guaranteed Terran versus Zerg in the finals, no matter how it
yes,
ends up.
pretty nice matchup. A lot of people do like that matchup for now. How are you feeling about it nowadays, at least?
It's changed. It's definitely changed a lot since Legacy came out. I think
Mhm.
that as far as the spectator sport goes, I don't think Roach Ravager is quite as fun to watch, but it's still very enjoyable, and there are still plenty of middling Bane games versus Terran. We
Yeah.
do see a lot less turtleneck, which is nice from a viewer
Oh yeah,
perspective.
for sure. I mean, a lot of people haven't even. I don't think anyone really has figured it out. At least how to do mech.
Yeah, there's been some weird stuff in the recent DreamHack Winter, I believe it was.
Hmm.
There was who was it? It was Marine Lord versus Hydra, I think. The final game,
Oh.
Hydra tried the Sky Terran thing, with the Mass Banshee, and
Hmm.
it seemed pretty strong, but there are definitely a lot of weaknesses to that style, and Hydra just pushed at him really hard. And even though he started off a bit of a deficit, he just kind of crushed it more and more as the game
Yeah.
went on.
I think a lot of people are saying that once Zerg gets to Vipers, it's kind of like, well,
Yeah,
it's really hard.
I've messed around a lot with that sort of style, especially on maps like Prion Terraces where you really don't want to play against a Zerg with double gold base.
Yeah,
And
true.
it works really well if it goes completely unscouted and you just have 10 Banshees and they had just have Roaches and Ravagers. But if the Zerg has any idea what's going on, it's usually very hard to win.
I think we're about to jump into the game soon. I think just
All right, yeah, I just got the invite.
do it up. So our first match is gonna be a ZVZ. I know they kind of hired the right people here. You know, you got the Zerg over here and then the Terran, and it's gonna be a guaranteed ZVT in the finals. But you're gonna give your expertise most likely in the Zerg match, and I'll give my expertise in the Terran match. Am I right? It's
Yeah.
like, but I think we're ready to go. Our first map will be the Ruins of Saras, and let's do it. ZVZ, fun times. I mean, ZVZ is a matchup that's kind of weird now too. It's evolved, I would say, quite a bit. Not only just from Heart of the Storm, but even from the beginning of Legacy of the Void, where it used to be like a giant cheese fest, and it seemed to be the only way to play, and nobody had answers. But I think people have figured it out a little bit more, not playing as greedy, sometimes getting like the Baneling Nest before speed and whatnot. But we'll see what happens in this match as we do hop into the bottom left corner of the map. Representing Carnage Esports, it is the Red Zerg Namshar. Oh, he's in Dead Pixels now?
Oh
Whoa.
yeah, I saw they merged the other day.
I did. Oh, they did merge. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's pretty sick.
So that's a lot of good players in the team now.
Yeah, man. I guess on the top right, representing that FCEO, it is Panda Bear Me. That icon, though.
Yeah, for anyone curious, as far as I'm aware, that's not an actual clan. It stands from Expletive, my CEO.
Oh,
Because
really?
Panda Bear Me was on that one team, Apocalypse Esports, I think, where
Oh, no.
there was all that drama surrounding it, and it caved in after a few weeks, and lots of bad stuff involved in general.
It's like one of the shortest teams out there, or one of the
Yeah.
shortest lived teams. But damn, well, looking like we're starting out relatively similar for both players. It is going to be a hatch first into the gas into the pool, so we aren't going to see any of that kind of crazy 13-12, which is something that some Zerg players will take advantage of because it is a 4-player map. But
Yeah.
not today.
One thing to note is that it is cross-spawn, which will mean that, especially on this map, games tend to draw out longer just because it takes so long for any sort of time push to get there. But it
Mm-hmm.
also means that they will both get last scout, right? Because they both scouted vertical first and then horizontally. with
Yep.
their overlords, which means they won't find their opponent for a very long time.
No, I mean this kind of like Twilight Zone scenario where these overlords might meet each other in the middle, or in the bottom right rather. But I don't even
they're
think
gonna
that's
see.
gonna
No,
happen.
no,
No.
they're gonna miss each other.
So they're not gonna know it all. Luckily for them, neither of them are doing any kind of any crazy things. But in the back of their mind, they're definitely thinking that it's a possibility.
Yeah, both players open up with the Baneling Nest before speed, so that just says that they want to play really passive, don't want to take any risks.
Yeah, super safe, and getting the speed afterwards means that, yeah, he's gonna be okay if there were to be something crazy to happen, or either of them. So obviously not too much here to talk about, but I know Panda Bear Me has been doing some more aggressive builds, at least from when I was I don't know if he streams or not, but I've seen him play against a couple streamers. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've seen him cheese plenty of times, but I think he's one of those players that's like a very strong macro player. He just sort of like throws it in so that players don't try to like blindly counter what he does. And he isn't starting speed yet, interestingly enough.
No, he's not.
He's up to almost 200 gas. I think that's got to be a mistake, right?
Oh, yeah, because he just started it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a big mistake. I mean, if you were to go into a really fast flare, then you would have maybe assumed that it was going to be some kind of really greedy, either two-base muta and then get the speed after, or, you know, into some kind of crazy roach push. But and then only get the Banes for safety.
Yeah, I was assuming maybe he was waiting a little bit to have extra gas to morph Banelings immediately if he needed to, but like he only had 2 lings out, so we could only morph 2. I think.
Well, the problem is
so he had
that
2 more
kind of.
but he wasn't gonna morph 2.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem here is the fact that he won't be able to pressure the third of Namshar while Namshar is going to be, you know, kind of running him around, trying to defend it. So.
Yeah, neither players have committed to like a huge swell of lings or anything yet. Like I think Namshar's just got like, is that 5 on the field right now? 6. So yeah, both players just droning up pretty hard. But Namshar, did that third get scouted? Yes, it did. So he definitely knows that's there.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna lose an overload here, Panda Bear Me in the natural.
He does see the Roach Horn in the Evo chamber with that though, which is really nice because it looks like with okay, so he's going Roaches as well, Panda Bear Me. I assumed with the fast layer he might try to go for mutas, but now he definitely knows that his opponent isn't, so he's not going to try to get any like safety spores. Probably won't even need a safety overseer.
He already knows it. I mean, so at least it did its job, got something done there, and that's kind of like the issue of not having speed either. So he wasn't able to get that ling at that time.
Oh.
So wait a minute. Okay. Oh, but it might get scouted here. That is a huge scout here.
So Namshar sees both the Spire and the Roach Horn, and I'm not a ZVZ expert, but I feel like he can't help but be a little bit confused at this.
He's definitely confused because when you go for the style, you're obviously not going to have a lot of roaches, or as many roaches as your opponent would if they were to go for a push. But when it comes to the point where you get roaches and ravagers out, you never really take a full engagement. You know, it's like a big dance between the two. And that gives you the opportunity to tech into Spire and start picking off the Ravagers and doing economic damage too.
Yeah.
The
fact that he got it so fast makes me think he wants to open up with the mutas, but wanted to have the Roach Horn in case it was some sort of big like 2-base all-in or something. But I'm curious to see if he actually commits to mutas now that got scouted. Like I wouldn't have mind seeing him like cancel it just because Namshar might be building the blind spores anyway, and then he just goes into Roaches of his own. But either way,
get ahead. Ooh.
So it's just a little skirmish here. Neither players are like committing too much to this, and it is going to be the mutas after all.
Okay. Well, this will give him the map control at least. You know, the only problem is that Namshar already has the third up, and he's ahead by about 6 drones at the moment. And he's setting up for Hydras too, so it's like, I think he should be all right.
It's kind of strange. Like Panda Bear Me didn't even start his third until Namshar's was already done. And he does go into Carapace, so it looks like he will continue to commit to Mutalisks.
Oh, that's actually a really interesting thing to do too, because usually you'll do that in Muta versus Muta, not when you expect your opponent to go for
he did scout the Roach Horn in Evo. Maybe he assumed that Namshar might try to like fake him out and go for Mutas of his own.
Well, it's not going to help him too much, that Carapace upgrade, and it is the more expensive one too, so...
Yeah. He is going to try to take on the Spore Crawler. It does lose almost to Muta, but not quite. I think that damage got nerfed a little bit in Legacy, right? Now it only does 30 versus Biological instead of 45. So it doesn't
it used to like 3-shot mutas, but now it's not as easy to... Oh, that queen, though, is going to get taken out in the main.
Yeah.
But
Namshar is still up 12 workers at the moment, though that lead is getting a little bit thinner. But it's not like Panabarmi is doing like massive economic damage here. He is taking a super fast fourth behind this, which
yeah,
could,
I think that's his way to get back in.
Yeah. He's not like super behind at the moment, but he definitely like wants to gain some sort of a lead to come back. Because his third was so late. And he didn't make roaches. I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, I think this is slow roach.
Yeah, not getting speed for them. He's not getting any upgrades for them. Still getting that Carapace upgrade. I'm very confused.
I'm really, yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens here, but he's going to get met in the middle of the map without speed, so he's not going to be able to run away. Oh, Panda Bear Me donating some roaches here to Namshar.
Yeah, it looks like he's just starting roach speed now, so...
I think he forgot. Oh, no.
Maybe he went to start roach speed, but started Carapace by accident. Maybe he has some of the same hotkeys, like, customized.
It's so funny, like the roaches, man. When they don't have speed against roaches that do have speed.
He's getting a few rabbits here, but this could be pretty devastating unless these corrosive vials get major hits, and they won't.
Nope. And remember, both the roaches of Namshar and the Hydras have the speed upgrade, so he can't punish it. Like, there's no punishment being able to be had by Panda Bear Me. Uh-oh, but whoa.
Yeah, these Ravagers look really scary, especially since they're so big after you morph them. But realistically, like, that's a lot of Hydras. I'm pretty sure Namshar could just tear through this army in a direct fight.
Yeah, and he has two... there's no upgrades for Panda Bear Me, and Namshar has +2/+0. The Mutas have been trying to do something, you know, poking in at the fourth base of Namshar, not really getting too much done. They might have done...
He's been slowly trading them out, it seems like. He went up to 11, and now he's down to 4, and looks like he's about to lose another one. Which, I mean, 11 Mutas plus the Carapace upgrade is 1,250 gas, which is, especially at this stage, like a lot of resources.
That's a lot of gas. Yeah. Especially like with the ground army that Namshar has, he's going for Roach Ravager Hydra with superior upgrades, and he's going to be starting Lurkers as well.
Yeah, Lurkers are really scary in this matchup if you can get them out, because then it's like so hard for Roach Hydra or Roach Ravager to attack into them. And important to note, even though Panda Bear Me did get that super fast fourth, he's still behind in drones. He only has one drone at it right now, so he couldn't make use of it because Namshar was going for that push out just as he wanted to be droning it.
Yeah. Oh, when the Lurkers are going to be setting up here, it's going to be so hard for Panda Bear Me to take a really nice fight. But, I mean, if he's able to get into the back of this army and start picking at the Hydras, which he looks like he's going for, but he needs an Overseer. He does have one. I think he can pick off that lone Lurker.
Oh, he's running away from it?
But that means he's not in the fight either.
Yeah. So he's got a really good concave here, but he's got like worst upgrades and doesn't have any Hydralisks, which dish out a lot of DPS as long as they're not being attacked.
Yeah, the concave is nice, but, you know, Corrosive Vials will get rid of a concave pretty easily, and he's going to run into those Lurkers now. And he doesn't have a...
yeah, so now all of his roaches are basically in orange-yellow health.
Yep.
And he's still just running around, not shooting at the Lurker.
I think he's confused.
He could try to use Vials on it, but he doesn't have any Overseers, so he can't just kill it.
He's losing way too much now. And,
yeah, if you just look at the supply counts, this looks like it's should be game here.
I think so too. And GG. Well done. As Namshar takes game number 1, I believe, in a best of 5.
Is it a best of 5? Okay.
So cool. All right. So that was kind of weird. I mean, if we really go back into it, it just seemed like a lot of waking up had to be done from Panda Bear Me. Like, he forgot the road speed, he forgot the Zergling speed, took the third super late. You know, like little things where it just was putting him further and further behind. And didn't get anything really done with the Mutas, I would say.
Yeah, he made a lot of very interesting decisions that game, but none of them really seemed to pay off as much as he would like. Like, the Mutas got scouted, and I believe he just made one preemptive spore at each base, which turned out to be fine, especially considering he was going into fast Hydras.
Yep. So, but Namshar, I think, was on point. You know, he didn't really have any gimmicks there. Didn't do some crazy Ling Flood in order to try to get to the position that he was in. He was almost just like, okay, Panda Bear Me, do what it is that you're gonna do, and I'll defend it and then get to where I want to get to.
He just took a fast third, got some defensive roaches out, didn't take any damage from the several lings that Panda Bear Me hit across the map, and then just macroed since he was so far ahead at that point.
Yeah. So, hey, there you have it. I think it's like bugged out for me. Hold on.
Okay, I just got the invite.
Yeah, my thing like bugged out. I didn't get it. Now I did. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go into game number 2 on Orbital Shipyard, and I'm hoping that we see a little bit of a, more, I would say like fluid build. Just out of Panda Bear Me. Namestar's a very solid player himself.